Professor Wang, at the beginning of your presentation, you said that China has heavily mortgaged its future. Can you explain that?
Of course. China has had this urge to catch up with the rest of the world. And the idea is that in order to do so, people have to sacrifice the present for the future. So in the last 30 years and longer, China has tried various ways. Some are very destructive. And in the recent phase of economic growth, it has neglected for a long time the environmental issues. It has neglected issues of social justice, of inequality. It has, in some ways, allowed corruption to spread. And in no other area, I would say, than in its own society, in the family, that China has mortgaged itself more heavily, which is to impose a one-child policy, and by that really has created a serious problem for the Chinese families and for the society in the future.
You talked about the aging population. In the United States, we call it the Silver Tsunami. How does the aging trend in China compare with what's going on in the United States?
Well, in the U.S., the process is a very slow one. We do have our baby boom, and we have that particularly large cohorts of people who are reaching the retirement age right now. But that's only a temporary problem. In the case of China, the average number of children per couple is about 1.5. In the U.S., it's actually 2, or slightly over 2, because of the immigrant population. So the U.S. actually has a constant supply of younger labor, and with immigrants as well. But in China, with the current fertility level, you're looking at the population would be 1/4 smaller in each generation in the long run. So that is a much serious aging process than what the United States faces.
You said there are 150 million only children in China?
Right.
What are the advantages and disadvantages of being an only child?
Well, the advantages of being an only child is when you are a child. The disadvantage of being an only child is when you grow up, when your parents get old, and when you need to both support and, providing mostly emotional support, logistic support to a parent, if not economic support, but also given that we're looking at smaller size of young people in the society, you would probably have to work harder. You would probably have to, for sure, you have to pay higher taxes. So when the only children grow up, that's when the disadvantage would show up.
All right, thank you. That's great.
Okay, thank you.
You're